Michael, last year, when we first really started hanging out at the beginning of last year, every time you asked me to come pip it, what would I say?
You agreed? Did you?
Well, either I agree. If I didn't agree, what was I doing?
Like sales?
I was just working, dude. Running the company, working. Day in, day out, just grinding. You know what I'm saying? So it's either like we're obsessed with work or obsessed with fucking getting pussy. I'm like, the lifestyle, creating like value. But it's not about taking. It's not about making myself some greater person. It's like about empowering people around me, right? And then by default, I get success from that. Because I help Michael get pussy, and now he has to pay the tax man. You understand? I get 13% HST. Out of every 100 girls that Michael pulls, I get 13 of them. You understand that? I'm like joking, but it kind of ends up working that way in a weird way. Does that kind of make sense? Like, haven't you guys seen that after boot camp? Like a little bit here and there, like a little bit? It's like you might bring a girl to the booth and like you're raising her up, and then like I end up getting her friend or some shit, you know? Or I end up winging the friend, and you don't end up getting late anyway, but I end up, that's what happened with Luis. I was just trying to wing Luis last night. I didn't even like this Asian girl. I didn't want to pull this girl. I'm like looking at her, I'm like, fine. Luis wanted an Asian girl. I thought the girl he was with was hotter.
I thought you were this hotter.
So we should have switched,
Yeah, they
right?
claimed us.
Yeah, they did. They did. And I didn't even know who this girl was. I didn't even know her name. She said she's been in the booth a couple times. She apparently seen the content. I don't even know who this fucking chick was. When?
I first invited her.
Oh, you're the one who invited her?
Yeah.
So I have no idea how she ended up in the booth. She said she's the Moroccan girl said I cold approached her at Rebel.
Bro.
So I don't know. That happens a lot, by the way, because we have just the most like savage team. Phil, David, Alan. How many times have you cold approach a girl and they're like, oh, you know Justin?
Yeah.
Like all the time? So you guys didn't tell me that. I just know, right? Because like,
Day to day on Daygame, I'll push meet girls on Instagram that are already following like one of you, Aiden, or.
yeah, it's one of us. It's gotten to the point where like me and Michael are just annoyed. We're like, fuck, dude. Like, we go to the club, we know 80, 90% of the girls there, and it's like, oh, that's an ex of mine. Oh, that's another girl I smashed. Dude, one time I was at a table and I counted like 13 girls in the venue that I fucked. And I'm like, oh, there's like, and I didn't invite most of these girls. I'm like, oh, they're just there. I'm like, oh, like I smashed that girl, that girl, that girl. Even saw last night. Remember I saw that the girl saw us, right? I'm like, oh, that girl, I haven't seen her in a while, right? I'm like, oh, that girl, oh, that chick, right? It just happens, right? How does that happen? By taking massive action. That's the only way. It's the only fucking way. I'm not trying to brag, guys. I truly, like, I'm just talking about a lot. You know, a lot of times I talk about my lifestyle and people are like, this guy's an asshole, he's bragging. I'm like, sorry that I made you insecure that you're a peasant. I'm not calling you guys peasants. I'm just explaining like my mindset. But it's like, you know, I had a close friend of mine that was like, you're bragging. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, I'm just sharing with you, dude. I don't even tell people a lot of this stuff, right? A lot of like, I don't try to actively even share this with people, right? I try not to talk about the girl stuff too much because girls see it on social media and they get pissed off and think I'm an asshole, right? I can't even explain how much women I lose, by the way, for my Instagram. My Instagram's a powerhouse too. I can't explain how many times I meet a beautiful baddie, future girlfriend. She's like, wow, this guy's amazing. She follows me on Instagram and she's like, she'll message me like, you're an asshole, just block me. I'm like, fuck, every fucking time, dude. You know? Like, it's like 50% of the women I meet, and I'm still tearing up pussy, right? So here's another thing you should do, is maximize your aesthetic, okay? By fashion. Demonstrating value through your physical aesthetic. It could be in the gym, pivot out your fashion. Because what you should be doing is dressing for the women you want, not the ones you get, okay? You know, they're just saying dress for the job you want, not the one you have. Dress for the women you want. Do you understand? Dress for the women you want. Maximize your aesthetic, okay? So imagine this. If you're like an ethnic dude, imagine this, right? What's the stereotype of Indian guys in Toronto?
Creepy.
Hello, my friend. Hello. Like Bob's and Vagine, right? Do I look like the typical Indian guy? No, because neck tattoos. I got new neck tattoos the other day. Fucking hand tattoos, jewelry, piercings, all that shit, right? So break your stereotype. If you're like a nerdy white dude, dress more bad boy. You know, maybe like you are a bad boy, so maybe you want to look more professional and suit up, right? Do you guys understand that? But fashion is such a powerful, like fashion and grooming, so important. Dude, on fucking Monday, I looked like my hair is crazy, my beard. Have my barber pull up, you know? Work is magic. Mwah. You know, so grooming and hygiene is so fucking important. Another thing, you know what? Why I actually think I got laid last night? I used a special pheromone cologne. So the moment we got back to the house, I sprayed this pheromone cologne. And she's like, you smell good. But yo, Luis, I picked this off of Clint. And bro, every time I use this cologne, I have like 100% close rate. I swear to God, it actually works. Like cologne itself is good, but that pheromone cologne, like, it's like seductive, you know? It's like proven and tested, right? That's why they make that product in the first place. It's not just like a normal cologne. I don't think the cologne even smells good, but to women, they feel like that primal attraction, right? Another thing is get in the gym. By the way, Luis does personal training. If you guys want to pick his brain later, just personal training, right? Get in the gym. Make yourself more fit every single day. Guys, it's crazy because at the beginning of like 2022, I was 105 pounds. Now I'm like 130. I'm in way better shape. Way better shape. And I don't think I'm in the best, I'm not in my peak, you know? But I was vegan, dude.
Oh shit.
Oops. Oopsie. You know, I was a skinny little vegan. I was still tearing up, by the way. Still fucking mad bitches. But I think the quality of women I was getting improved, and just the confidence you have from being in better shape, right? Don't fight an uphill battle. Don't do it. Like, I like fighting uphill battles, apparently. That's why I like the social media shit, like losing me so many girls. I don't really care. If I didn't have a drop-dead loyal, gorgeous girlfriend, I'd probably optimize my social media for getting pussy more. But it's like semi-optimized. It's like optimized for getting pussy and being a douchebag, right? So I lose a lot of like good girls from that. So I want you to understand market demographics. What is market demographics? Use stereotypes and racial prejudice to your advantage sexually. Do you guys understand that? I want you to think of what I just said there. How can you use stereotypes and racial prejudice to your advantage? Right? For example, girls want to go for black guys because they have big dicks, right? No, but seriously, I want you to actually think about that. Right? So I had a roommate who's Asian, right? And he was a good looking guy and he pimped out his fashion, made himself good looking. And every single time he pulled a girl, they were into like K-pop, anime, or cosplay. These bitches are racist. You know what I mean? Luis, what happened last night? This is a girl I was dating. Kind of like, we're like in the stage before dating. I didn't want to date her because she was just a fucking psycho. Like, you know what I mean? And I was just scared of this girl, dude. But last night, I just kept telling her she's racist and like just fuck with her head. And she started getting she started getting like heated. She's like, I'm not racist. I fucked a bunch of black guys. She's like, all the guys I fuck are black. Prove it. Dude, so this was a girl I was like seeing and I was doing like yacht content with her and I did like tens of millions of views with this chick. And you know what's crazy, dude? I didn't like her. She's 28, she's old, expired. But I liked her as a friend, but I essentially like anytime I do a video with her, it would go viral. And I was using seduction to get her to love me so I could do content with her. You guys understand? I'm playing a whole different level, dude. I'm using game to get girls to come out to the club with me. I'm using seduction to make girls have a crush on me so they'll come out to the club with my entourage of bitches, right? So it fuels the content and the club promo stuff. Does that make sense, guys? Right? I'm using seduction to get girls on the content with me. Do you guys understand that? Do you guys realize how that works? It's only the girls that like obsess with me that want to do the content with me, right? Seriously, that's how I'm able to get so many girls to do content with me is because they like me or have a crush on me, right? Or are in love with me, right? But it's funny because like, there's a lot of girls like that want to prove they're not fucking racist, so they'll smash it. They're like, I fucking hate white guys, right? It's like, oh, perfect, right? You know? So create like a market that you want to go for. It's not even like even just your stereotypical ethnic heritage, but it could be like there's certain girls that fuck club promoters. There's certain girls that just want to fuck YouTubers and influencers and man of clout, right? Does that make sense? There's certain women that only want to fuck guys who are fuck boys. Do you guys understand that? My whole like demeanor and everything, like girls meet me and they're like, you're a fuck boy. I'm like, why, yes I am, right? No, seriously, like that's how it is. Do you guys understand that? But you can create your own fucking, again, you know, you can like run a fucking yoga studio and be, one of my old mentors, he was a swinger. He was in the pickup community. We used to Daygame together. Him and his wife were like straight swingers. He'd host like sex parties. He'd do like yoga stuff. He went to like Burning Man, would do like, teach people like how to do ass slamping classes, like he was just this hippity dippity motherfucker, right? And he used that to get laid. He was this like spiritual like guru guy, right? He had long hair, his long hippie, right? So that's a whole different thing you could do, right? And there's so many different things you could do. You can start a fucking book club, you know? You can start a women's empowerment class. I'm not even joking, dude. I was on the phone with one of the management at Lavelle and he's like saying, we gotta start like a women's empowerment thing. And I'm like, I'm in, let's do it. I wanna start a women's empowerment event. Dude, I probably would almost get canceled from doing that though. It's like, fuck. But the whole point is like, create your own market that you want to go for. Doing events or creating some sort of lifestyle, right? And you can break your negative stereotypes, right? By avoiding negative association bias, such as like Asian guys being like weird docile guys or Indian guys smelling like curry. But you guys understand what I'm talking about though, right? You know, create an identity of a guy that would be attractive. Just imagine a future version of you that is extremely attractive. And what does that guy look like? And start pretending to be that guy. The guy that just gets pussy all the time without thinking about it. Everyone wants to be your friend. People want to do business with you. Girls want to fuck you. Think about what it's like to be that guy and become that guy, right? The artist, the musician, the bodybuilder, the male stripper, whatever it is, right? My old roommate was a male stripper, right? That's another really good example, right? The artist, right? Like our buddy Matt, that's what he is. He's the artist. But like, you understand the whole point? Like you can use anything, right? Because it's really about the person you are, right? But you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are.